Squeeze this chest together. It's like you're trying to squeeze it here. Imagine there's a credit card, platinum card in your armpit and you don't want it to fall down, okay? Now, we're gonna go to the flats, okay? Here we go. 3. Don't sprint yet, huh? Set. Go. Good. Wow. Not sprint yet, not yet. Keep it steady. Just chase. Chase. Chasing, huh? You're just chasing. Oh, beautiful, okay? Beautiful. Drop your heels. You're just chasing Tom, okay? Imagine you're just chasing Tom. Drop your heels, brother. There you go. Drop your heels, okay? Here we go. On my cue, you're gonna destroy the trainer, okay? 5, 4, lower is better. 3, and then pull it backward, up. Pull it backward. 2, pull it backward, huh? Set. Go, 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 go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Done, 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 done.
Drop your heels, drop your heels. Yung habit ko na. Sabagay, baka pa ni Coach yun.
Okay, drop your heels. Okay, now let's go to the drops. Let's just see if you can still sprint on the drops. Drops. 90-degree elbow. 90-degree. Okay, the closer.
Yeah.
Squeeze, huh? And then when I say sprint, you pull it back, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 10.
Drop your heels.
Drop your heels. 90-degree elbow. 90-degree elbow. Here we go. Drop your heels. Drop your heels. Go. Drop your heels. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Done. He's a monster. Dude. Okay, so we're gonna have a game of CRUZ. So we're just practicing how everyone gets a roll in the lead out. Even if you're a beginner or a starting team, you can play a organized game like this, so everyone else is there. Everyone will be queuing for the sprint. The lead out distance will be around 6 kilometers. And everyone will have a designated role to play. So this is usually how we practice, just for entertainment, not really for racing. How people can have a role. Okay, so we're going up to the U-turn now, and then as soon as we go to the U-turn, we're gonna start the lead out, led by Tito Dan and all the other guys. Tommy will be having his GoPro to record the final sprint. Ready, Jules? Yeah. Okay. Part of the CRZ holistic program is after you get bike fitted or biomechanically tuned, you get the opportunity to join this what we call posture sessions. So Tito Louie here just had his biomechanics and bike fitting yesterday, followed by Sean, 13-year-old, so he also works for young kids. And everyone else in this peloton is composed of CRZ students and of course our local friends from Tarlac. Everyone's welcome to join. No fees, absolutely no fees. Just follow the workout. Amy here on the blue shirt just had her biomechanics a week ago, and we tried to do this 60-kilometer posture sessions at rolling around 30 to 38 kilometers per hour. Also teaching people or showing people how to ride on Peloton.
Morning, hey, my man. So Paul, we've grown up, huh? Welcome back, coach. Welcome back. Welcome back, right?
One of the key factors why people tend to gravitate towards this community activity sessions is they get to witness by example how to slowly adapt to a new cycling culture where everyone, whatever weight class, whatever bike you have, from beginner bike, entry-level bikes, it doesn't really matter. We don't talk about bikes over here. What we focus on is bringing the community together. Even young kids get inspired how to ride in a proper peloton formation etiquette, giving space, not shouting, especially not shouting. Try to use kind words whenever you pass through or meet other people. It's just really establishing a new kind of culture where we try to veer away from negativity, from bashing, and maybe just try to enjoy and celebrate simple successes from various people. And we try to get in touch with the local community to maybe contribute in a way how to make them appreciate their local venues, their local courses, and with this kinds of simple rides, they get to talk about something new instead of being obsessed on racing all the time.
Okay, so we're here at the U-turn. Okay, U-turn and then settle down. We're gonna fix the order. Okay, we're gonna fix the order, Tito Den, before we go, okay? So Tito Den, go in front now. Behind Tito Den will be Hayden. Okay, where's Hayden? Hayden! Okay, and then Bong. Where's Bong? Okay, Bong. Okay, go behind Bong. Okay. Fritz, stay behind Jules, huh? Okay, here we go. So, we're gonna start the lead out. Starting from kilometer 53. 250 meters to go, we're gonna go, okay? Here we go. So that's the whole lead out group. 200 meters to go, we're gonna go. 150 meters to go, we're gonna go. 100 meters to go, we're gonna start. Okay, ready, set, start the lead out. Okay, we're gonna start the lead out now. Once we get back, it's a team time trial, finish line, go for juice.
Tito Den starts the lead out with the whole group following, and the idea is he has to keep the pace as fast as possible, perhaps around 40 to 45 kilometers per hour, to make sure that nobody breaks away. Tito Den is doing a great job. At 58 years old, he's stringing out the whole group, and everyone's doing a big ring, small cog just to keep the heart rate low, and let everyone know that the speed is enough to discourage any attack from behind. After Hayden does his job, Bong or Jericho takes over and injects more speed just to discourage any more attacks from behind. His instruction is to roll around 40, 41, 42 kilometers per hour to string out the group. Now we try to keep a steady cadence of 50 to 60 RPM at 42 kilometers per hour, just to make sure we stabilize the heart rate. I mean, we're not young kids anymore, and this is an alternative approach to beginners who don't have enough time to do a lot of rides or mileage, unlike our more seasoned cyclists and younger riders. And this is primarily the reason why we try to make this possible by investing a lot in core strength, torque, to be able to spin or rotate a 53 or 5511, plus a little bit of strategy. As usual, we expect all the other riders to take advantage of the time trial pace draft of the CRZ newbies as they prepare to jump and surprise us for the sprint. At this moment, we only have at least 3 kilometers to go. As Bong keeps the pace up at 45 to 48 kilometers per hour, Jules will stay behind me as my lieutenant to make sure that I have a clear line or nobody goes behind me to disrupt any reaction. Bong is being trained to be a lead out person, making sure that he puts in a very steady, high pressure on the pedals, around 40 to 45 kilometers per hour. And his job is just to make sure to string out the whole group, just to discourage any attacks. But now, as we approach the 3 kilometer mark to the finish line, we see the whole peloton at the back starting to attack and preparing to maybe outwit or out-jump the entire group. And we see here maybe 3 or 4 of the local group going. As soon as they get the signal that the local groups are starting to move at the back, the boys in the front start to increase a little bit of a pace, led by Pompeo. Pompeo is the one in charge of Tom's position on the group, while our friend Paul on the red shirt sees the guy on the left side of the road starting to attack and gets ready for a counter attack himself. So we start shedding some of the CRZ boys in the group. The front pack will keep the speed up just to discourage any unnecessary or surprise attacks from the back. Unfortunately, the boys from behind have seen the slowdown in pace, and they try to take advantage of this lull in speed. With the speed slowing down just for a moment, the local boy from Tarlac City just goes out and blows past everyone. This sparks a reaction from Paul, the guy in the red shirt, and attacks himself and goes for the win. At this moment, we're almost like 2 kilometers away from the finish, and his powerful acceleration just gaps the whole CRZ group, and it was very likely that he was going to win the race. He was so far away, people could not even see his behind. As soon as Paul jumps with a searing acceleration, Pompeo here, Benjo, one of our newbie riders in the CRZ group, is given instruction to stay calm and stay on strip, just to maintain a steady pace of 45-46 kilometers per hour and not let Paul go as he reels in the other guy. And this is the initial breakaway attempt, and this is another view from far away. That's Paul rocketing away from the entire CRZ train, with Benjo being given instruction not to inject an explosive pace, just to make sure that nobody blows up. Bong, on the other hand, waits for the entire crew. He cannot just jump away, while Paul provides us with a spectacular performance, super inhuman performance of just riding away from the entire group. At this moment, we realize it's a game over. I mean, Paul was just on his way to finish the entire race. However, even though Paul was on his way to winning the entire script, CRZ is a well-drilled team, and you have to trust your teammate. When you say you have to trust your teammate, you have to stay calm, run the drill, and slowly accelerate to 55 kilometers per hour with the entire group in tow. Pompeo brings Tom, next is me, and then Jude takes care of my rear, while all the other local riders wait for their cue to sprint. This is Pompeo now in front. Benjo takes over from Buang, injects a little bit more speed with 2 kilometers to go with Paul on his sights. Now, we cannot just jump immediately from 0 to 60 in just one go, or else you're gonna disrupt the entire rhythm. You're gonna jump the heart rate of the entire crew. So Benjo's job for the whole group is just to slowly rotate his 5211 until he gets up to 50 kilometers per hour and wait for the cue. Now, Benjo's job when he undertook his biomechanical tuning program and bike fitting, we had an agreement that his training program will be dedicated solely to steady effort, steady, long effort, and this final 1 kilometer burst of speed is just to bring Tom, me, and Jules to the drop-off point. We call it a drop-off point because you cannot just accelerate and sprint. Everything has to be calculated, and this is part of the training program. So it's not just all about mileage, it's not all about wattage, it's not all about cadence. You also have to start injecting a little bit of strategy, especially for beginners and newbies who will never ever be able to ride side by side with more seasoned, experienced athletes. So just for us, for the entire CRZ crew, you have to really ride smart. While everything is going on in front with Benjo taking charge, Jules and I have to stay and keep a steady effort, and this is when we try to use torque to our advantage. Torque will allow you to rotate, in this case a 5511, just to keep the heart rate low, just to keep your muscles steady, not too much contraction. And while we are doing this, we're looking forward and trying to estimate the distance when the jump is about to happen. And true enough, as we roll along, Jules is just making sure that my rear is not overtaken by the rival team, and be able to protect my left hand side. No surprises. On the other hand, I protect the right hand side near the guardrail, just to avoid or force the rival team to attack on the left, to make them a little bit more predictable and anticipate their jump. Now, with 1.5 kilometers to the finish, as predicted, the rival team from Tarlac start accelerating on the other side, which we wanted them to do instead of going to the right side, and they do a thrilling, accelerating pace. We cannot panic because we have to trust the guys in front. Now Benjo gets the message, looks to his left, and anticipates the arrival of the Tarlac team. Now we have to decide if we stay on the train of CRZ, but I decide to use the draft of the Tarlac team. So this is the moment when I jumped with Jules behind me, making sure that Jules takes care of my back, and I got the draft of the entire rival team. So now Benjo's done. I decide to take a rest behind the rear of the Tarlac group. With 1 kilometer remaining, they organize a super amazing lead-out train for their team. It's so organized that I decided that Jules have to disrupt by attacking on the left side of the road to tempt the entire Tarlac train to disorganize and start chasing and panicking. And true enough, they started their sprint prematurely, giving us enough rest to jump and attack them. With speeds in excess of 60 kilometers per hour, we pass the initial breakaway, Paul, and we just continue accelerating until we catch all the other breakaways and continue the pace. Now at this moment, it's just all about the final jump. Now torque can be useful for non-sprinters to be able to roll a 5511. In this case, we were able to continuously jump at 62 to 63 kilometers per hour.
So we found a new recruit. Parang bagong recruit ba? National team level daw siya. Grassroots, as in galing sa damo. Kumakain ng damo.
Like and comment and subscribe.
Ayos ah. Oh, shout out daw kay Paul Patrol.
Paul Patrol.
Paul Patrol, okay? So si Kuya Paul Patrol nandito kanina. Sasali daw sila sa Team Time Trial.
Like and subscribe. Don't CRUZ.
Okay, so yun lang. Okay, ito yung bagong recruit namin. Hihintayin lang namin siguro mga 20 years bago lumaki. Ilan taon ka na? 9 years old? Sipin mo 9 years old, mukhang 2 years old pa lang, no? Kasi ka-cute, no? Ah, cute ka pa? Baby ka pa ba? Hindi na. Okay, very good. Okay, a celebration for Lians pa. That's my name. Congratulations. And happy birthday, Uncle. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So this is the thing after workout, hosted by our gracious host. Diba? Okay.
Relax your hands.
Thank you very much. So folks, so that's biomechanics and bike fitting. In one session, all done.